$85 billion in budget cuts, otherwise known as sequestration, are scheduled to go into effect tonight, folks, at midnight. All the while, millions are being spent flying government officials around in luxury jets. CBS 12's Ben Becker joins us live from the newsroom tonight with our Waste Watch report. Ben?
Well, John, these jets are supposed to be used for counterterrorism missions. Instead, according to a government report, the directors of the Department of Justice and FBI are taking taxpayers for a high-altitude ride. The FBI has spent millions of dollars since 2001 leasing two corporate-style Gulfstream jets similar to this one. The FBI originally leased the planes to whisk counterterrorism agents in a moment's notice to global hotspots.
The hypocrisy in it all. Today's the first day of the sequester cuts.
Kyle Rayberg goes to Palm Beach Atlantic. His father works for the federal marshals. He says his dad could be facing a furlough.
We just hear these constant talks of waste, and then you hear them on the campaign trail how they want to cut it, but it's just they're playing musical chairs, and who knows if it's ever going to end.
But according to the Government Accountability Office, since 2007, about 60% of all flight hours were spent transporting FBI Director Robert Mueller, Attorney General Eric Holder, and Holder's predecessor, Michael McCasey, on business and personal trips. The cost to taxpayers, nearly $11.5 million. Chuck Grassley is a member of the Senate Finance Committee.
When you're spending $11 million on personal travel of Gulfstreams for personal travel, not for counterterrorism, don't you think that they could cut down on the use of the Gulfstreams?
The report also points out that the government should be reimbursed for any personal travel at the full coach fare between cities, but the reimbursement amount usually ends up being a fraction of the cost. In November 2010, a personal trip taken by the Attorney General to New York had an estimated flight cost of $15,000, but the reimbursement at the equivalent commercial fare was just $420. Zach Peters says he's disgusted.
They took an oath to serve our country, and I don't think they're doing that, which is actually not surprising.
Now, one part of the report that really stands out, the jets are not on standby. Instead, the planes are flown to Washington from a secret facility. Those additional trips add another $1.5 million to the taxpayer tab. Reporting live in the studio, Ben Becker, CBS 12 News.
All right, Ben, thank you very much. Well, folks, a big shakeup at this year's Honda Classic. Jupiter Island resident and defending champion Rory McIlroy has withdrawn from the tournament. After shaking hands with members of his group, he walked off the course at PGA National today. Eventually, you can see him getting into his car. This is exclusive video that we have. He gets into his car and he drives away. Now, McIlroy released a statement today saying, quote, "I sincerely apologize to the Honda Classic and the PGA Tour for my sudden withdrawal. I have been suffering with a sore wisdom tooth." CBS 12's sports director, Pat Murphy, will have the latest on his sudden departure coming up in just a few minutes. And coming up here at 6 o'clock, one lucky winner gets to walk with the pros at this year's Honda Classic. How we were here in CBS 12 made it happen.
Now here's a look at what we're working on for CBS 12.